All right. All right. Is this thing on? Are we on the air? Yeah. All right. Just getting about let everybody you know, get themselves situated while I what I mean, get my stuff ready because this is a very interesting topic. No, I don't talk about the women or the hypergamy or gynocracy and all that goofy ass shit. Nah, today is going to be we're going to be doing something a little bit different on this fine day, this fine evening. I know it's fucking snowing outside right now, but I'm not concerned about that yet. I am not concerned about that shit yet. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just getting my stuff together. So, because this is an actual interesting, random ass stream. I mean, I do apologize. I make it a habit of just popping out the blue, making a stream instead of scheduling when I'm gonna go on. But I gotta schedule a stream tomorrow after work. I'll probably, since I'm gonna be since I'm gonna be getting off from work tomorrow at 3 o'clock, chances are we might start the stream a little bit early because I know my villains. I know Juan G's got a stream at 8 o'clock, so I'm definitely gonna be, heading over there after after our little petty stream. But then again, I probably might do a marathon. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it, man. But those marathons are very taxing. you know, very very taxing and energy consuming and shit. So we're gonna try our very best to make it an 8 hour stream. No less than that, no greater than that, you know. But what is what's the difference between external and internal martial arts? Now, for the inquired minds that just came in. Oh, what's going on, Nicer? Um, you know, for y'all that just came in, I'm sure you probably had those questions, you know, for a very long time. But there hasn't been any individuals on this side of the sector that actually talk about, stuff like this, man. This is the reason why I'm here. This is the reason why I'm here. Cause you ain't gonna catch me talking about the gynocracy and all that bullshit. So we're gonna put that shit to rest. We're gonna nip that shit in the butt. All right. So let me help y'all out. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just screen share this link. Will actually um this fine read. All right. And y'all more than welcome to read along or listen, whatever floats your boat. Don't matter to me. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. So When talking about Chinese martial arts, there are many ways of categorizing them and calling them internal and external. Just another way to do so. One might, for example, ask if a martial arts is from North or the South, from the Wudong or Shaolin temples, Buddhist or Taoist, for real fight or for competitive sports. Uh, categoriz- Categorization, most of the times, are but a shallow casing we try to use to store our knowledge that might be helpful but never perfect. And yet, let's throw some light onto the meaning of internal and external martial arts. All Chinese martial arts are a practice of accumulating skills. When mastered, those skills are deadly weapons used for self defense or to kill on battlefields. This is very true. This is very true. China, besides, the famous Wudong and Shaolin temples, right? China already had a rich history of combat going back to the traces of the earlier kingdoms, as well as, the three Romance kingdoms like Shu, Wei, Wu, and of course, other dynasties that came after them um, throughout Chinese history. Now, where were we? In turn, when witnessing a true master of martial arts, no one can tell if what he does is internal or external. That is because any truly mastered martial art has the perfect balance of inner and outer. So pretty much like yin and yang, you know, a good, like a good example, prime example. Hold on, let me just find. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna go into depth on that on that. So okay. So let me just stop sharing this for a quick second. We will get back to it. We will get back to it. Um, just trying to find a perfect picture to explain the correlations between these two forces. Right. So hold on. Let me just find the right picture for us. With yin and yang, and um, of course, the eight trigrams and all. So give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Trying to look for the right look for the right photo, so we could go in so I could go into depth of this concept. So you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Hold up, y'all. What's going on, Vice Captain? What's going on, man? What's going on? Yeah, another unexpected stream. Another unexpected stream. But all right. So I think this will be a perfect. Oh well, I can't really like blow up this picture. So we're gonna have to find another one. But either way, y'all can see. I mean, all right. You know what? This is actually a better one. This is actually a better one. So, all right. So going back to the whole yin and yang, right? Now you see this here. You know, you know, like how can I put this in a very very simple layman term without being complex and shit. Uh, as you can see, yin and yang, yin, yang, you know, some say like this is like both energies represent like their respective fighting arts. Like, yin represents internal. So for internal, you have like the three pillars of the internal arts. Tai Chi, Tai Chi or Tek or Tak Chi Kun, Bagua or Pakwa, ba, Bagua Zhang or Pakwa Zheng or Pakwa Zheng, Xin Yi Chun or Xin Yi Kun, you know. So in case people, you know what I mean. But also, both of these entities represents, you know, both families, you know, external and internal, right? Um, like I said before, yin represents the internal. So pretty much like not a lot of, physical, physical exercise compared to like yang, which represents external styles. But, as you can see, these two, you know, just because they're internal, just because yin is a internal art, like prime example, the Wudong schools. They practice internal martial arts, but they do have a set of external forms, you know. And then of course, Yang, which represents the Shaolin school, focuses on cardiovascular exercises as well as uh making the body tough as iron, right? But also they also have some internal martial arts within their hub, right? So I don't know if that was a good explanation, but I hope that helped y'all have a little sense of of internal and external martial arts, or both respected schools that you know that represent that have internal arts and external arts. So that being said, let us go back to our little read. All right, here we go. There we go. So what was I? What was I? All right. That is because any oh yeah, I already did that. Okay. So the categorization of internal and external is as such actually a differentiation of how one specific martial art is learned. We either start from the inside and work towards the outside, or the other way around. We either take a seed and nourish it to grow strong, or take a barren of steel and hammer it to perfection. The results in both cases is strong, flexible, adaptable, um, adaptable, and precious. Uh, the differentiating internal and external approaches. Starting out, internal as a term refers to that which is on the inside, such as our chi, spirit, mind. External refers the physical aspect such as body, muscles, tendons, and bones. An external martial arts such believes in raising speed, physical strength, and reflexes first. First, you will reach the limit of your body, then you will look to the inside to understand how to surpass those physical limits. It's believed that you first need to do the correct movement with your body and then slowly understand the internal process behind it, such as how chi can lead the movements of the body. In the external approach, you might even force your breath to match your movements until eventually they naturally match up. An internal martial arts, on the other hand, will rarely spend any time purposely strengthening your muscles or forcing your breath. While while aware that our body at first has many limitations, the goals of practice are such as first, finding relaxation. Having achieved initial relaxation, you move on to try and maintain relaxation in physically more challenging situations. In its most extreme form, an internal martial art will ask you to never move more than that, which you are able to back up internally. They say that intention leads the chi, and the chi leads the body, meaning what you actively put to use is your intentions, not muscle. If you cannot, then relax better. Perfect relaxation eventually yields a quality that is often called still wrapped in cotton. Because while the touch of your body might be gentle and soft, upon closer inspections, there is something deeply rooted, heavy, and strong seated underneath it. And as you can see, this photo of an Aikido exponent, well, both Aikido exponents. And as you can see here, let me just highlight this. Underneath the photo, internal arts, age doesn't matter. Physique might appear weak, reliance on perfect understanding of oneself and the opponent. So, you know, but that's pretty much a brief introduction of the internal and external arts. Now, let's get into the schools that represents both styles of martial arts in kung fu. So, first things first, we will take a little trip to the Wudong school and its rich history as well, because just doesn't evolve around uh their martial arts history, but also their also Wudong. You know what? Yeah, Wudong is or Wu Tang Mountain. Um, they're very very skilled when it comes to like swordsmanship and as internal kung fu, but they're also known for their alchemy. For their alchemy as well as um medicinal medical knowledge as well. You know, just like Shaolin Temple is the hub of martial arts, as well as medicine and Buddhism, so as Wudong is the hub of internal martial arts, as well as alchemy and Taoism. So let's go into Wudong's Kung Fu history. So let us find our. All right, here we go. Salute, one G's, salute. And yes, degenerate, you're absolutely right. So how can I put this? Like all right, we'll put it in anime terms. Naruto. Rock Lee practices an external style, while his counterpart, Neji, practice an internal style. You know, gentle fist, which, hands down, it is Bagua, but you know, but let's hold on. I'll help y'all out. Get the link. So we all read along, you know. Everybody everybody get an understanding and a feel of, you know, internal and external Chinese arts. So let us dive into Wudong martial arts. Wudong martial arts were created in the early years of the Ming Dynasty, 1368 through 1644, by a Taoist named Zhang Sanfei. It combines the essence of the Book of Changes and the Tao Te Ching, or Tao Te Ching, of Lao Tzu, an ancient, well-known philosopher, originated in Mao Wudong, a Taoist holy land. It is of great value to fitness and bodybuilding. By now, it has become popular in China and worldwide as a kind of fitness sports. Together with the Shaolin schools in the north, Wudong school is in the south. Is the most typical representative. Hold on, representative representative of traditional Chinese kung fu. At present, it is major skills as well as present by Tai Chi or Tai Chi, form and tension boxing, Xingyi Chuan or Xingyi Quan, and eighth diagram palm in Mandarin of Bagua Zong, Bagua Zhong, correction. You gotta remember, the Z may sound like, you know, the pronunciation, like the letter J and shit, but y'all get what I'm going with this. All right, guidance of Taoist ideology. Wudong martial arts were created based on Taoist ideology. Taoist Taoism holds that there are basic, everlasting, and supernatural principles in the earth which are called Tao or Tao, suggesting suggesting softness, quietness, emptiness, unification, fairness, and harmony. All these can be presented according to Tai Chi, Yin and Yang, the five elements, and the eighth trigram tactics. Under the direction of these philosophical theories, this kung fu style gains good effects in the boxing and sword skills. Right? Right. So here we go. Wudong Boxing, a kind of internal boxing art, or Neja Kwan, or Neja Chun, observes the ideas in the Book of Changes and takes the changes of yin and yang as a presupposition. It is created to benefit health and fight against the enemy in associating movement and stillness, as well as might and weakness. The eighth trigram palm, also known as circuit palm, presents the self-defense skills by the practice of moving in a circle. The learners cultivate the skills by circuit walking or circle walk, which trace, hold on, which seems to move along the lines of the eighth trigram, an important Taoist characteristic. Sometimes the walking trace looks like the inner and external profile of the eighth trigram tactics. This special skills takes advantage of the palm strength to give full play to the strength of the hand. All right. Taking 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 as taking fitness as the purpose. Although theology and alchemy are full of mystery, the basic principles are to maintain fitness. Wudong Kung Fu includes many boxing styles and weapon skills, which are all created to adapt to the human body. Practicing these skills is beneficial to stimulate of blood circulation. It it relaxes muscles and joints, nourishes the physical organs, and cultivates physical and mental health. Like let's say like for good great example, um Tai Chi Chuan. Tai Chi Chuan in Bagua Zhong and Xingyi, you know, which are also good, which also have all three have respective exercises that could cultivate the blood, uh, cultivate our bodies as well as our mental health, and stimulation of blood circulation too. You know, so it's very important. That's also very important, and you see why, like, the elderly practice Tai Chi, or they started practicing Tai Chi at the end of their youth, you know, or some people or practice Tai Chi, in our age group as well, or uh Wan Ji's age group also. So let's get back into the reading. Tai Chi is the best example of its fitness function. The practice pace of Tai Chi is slow. Its function to defeat the strong in a weak way and beat the moving in a standstill manner. Qigong used in Tai Chi can not only practice the Kung Fu skills, but also develop wisdom and strengthen the body. The Tai Chi sword is an important part of Tai Chi. Concerning the characteristics of Tai Chi and swordplay. On the one hand, its motion need to be agile and soft, emphasizing the fitness spirit as Tai Chi. On the other hand, it has to be elegant, flexible, showing the vivid manner of sword playing. Hold on, y'all. Let me sip my apple and Eve cranberry juice. Mm, delicious. Mm, mm, mm. All right. So where were we? Okay. Advocating peace, not war. Despite its mighty skills, advocating peace is the essence of Wudong martial arts. The Taoist ideology teaches that war is immoral and unfair. Accordingly, Taoism holds that Kung Fu is learned for protection and not destruction. The basic Kung Fu spirit is to value the martial power while at the same time upholding virtue, which has been advocated by martial arts performers from generation to generation. Chinese Kung Fu is just like a knowledgeable teacher from whom people can learn a lot in order to survive in this complicated world, which is true, which is very, very true. You know, oh shit, oh shit, I forgot my manager was calling me. Got something to talk about. Shit. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, I'll definitely get to him, get to him as soon as possible. Uh, let's see. Way of life with moral discipline. Discipline. The disciples of Wudong School must abide by some admonishments at the one set at the onset of learning martial arts. Sorry, y'all. I gotta highlight this so I don't get lost. The fundamental ones are the three pieces of obedience, five restrictions, 10 prohibit. Um, yeah, I don't got time to say that, but 10 commandments and others. The three pieces of obedience refer to belief in Taoism, observing 36 pieces of Taoist scriptures, and complying with the direction of the Taoist master. The five restrictions are no killing, no stealing, no drinking, no meat, no lying, no wickedness. The 10 prohibitions includes that it is forbidden to disobey parents and teachers slash masters, to kill or trap livestock or people's lives, to betray one's countries, to be prudent, to abandon the seniors, and so on. Okay, natural styles. Kung Fu skills vary from one school to another. Wudong Kung Fu is characterized by softness and harmony. The eight diagram palm skills are coherent diverse and diversified. Form and intention boxing, better known as Xingyi, features its Lincoln styles, and Tai Chi sees the waist as exercise axis. Besides, some skills are named after various animals, such as 12 shape boxing, which is also a part of Xingyi Chuan, and I believe Bagua Zhong too, depending on the lineages as well. Now that we got Wudong out the way, let's go into Shaolin's history. Oh wait, like a dumbass, I forgot. Instead of me going on to the search, yeah, there we go. Here we go. Ah, Shaolin martial arts. As one of the most important Chinese kung fu, Shaolin martial arts is regarded as a symbolization. It, it's originated in the Buddhist culture of the Shaolin Temple in Mao Songshan, Henan Province or Hunan Province. Its essence lies in the combination of kung fu and Buddhist ideology, in which manner the monks not only learn the kung fu skills, but also cultivate themselves by grasping the Buddhist ideology. Furthermore, this kung fu style has been well known due to the functions of self defense, bodybuilding, and athletics. In these years, it has been presented on the world stage, and more Westerners take interest in learning it. I forgot I forgot to tell you, y'all, my god uncle practices Shaolin Kung Fu. I don't know if he still does. He probably does. He probably does on his spare time. But he actually learned Shaolin Kung Fu from the 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 famous handsome monk himself, uh Grandmaster Shi Yang Ming, that actually is who has a school currently upstate New York, as well as New York City downtown, going to pretty much going towards Chinatown and all. But let's get back to the history. It's said that during the Dahi reign, 477 through 499 of the Chinese Northern Wei dynasty, 3 386 through 534. Bodhidharma, the 28th generation follower of Sakyamuni, created this Kung Fu styles after 9 years of development in Shaolin Temple. Now, let me just debunk this. Um, of course, this is common knowledge, especially when it comes to Shaolin's history, its rich history. Um, Bodhidharma, I believe Bodhidharma didn't teach. Bodhidharma didn't create the styles. Now, later on in the dynasties, Abbot Fuju, who was an who was the abbot, I don't know which dynasty, either I have to say Song Dynasty, maybe. Yeah. He invited different martial arts masters, and he taught at different masters from different regions of the in northern China, and taught like the layman monks how to defend themselves, as well as remaining fit. But I will say this: you could correct me if I'm wrong. I will say, Bodhidharma did teach the Ying the I Jing Jing the I Jing Jing, which is a better known as the Muscle Tendon Classics. Because after his 9 years of meditating in the cave behind Shaolin Temple, came down and saw the monks, sleeping through meditation. So he taught the monks, you know, yoga, which in the terms of qigong, to keep their bodies active, because during that time, you know, they didn't know how to defend themselves. See, Shaolin didn't really get its name until like later throughout the dynasties in China. So let's get back to the history. Since the Sui and Tang dynasties, Shaolin Kung Fu started to be developed and promoted. In the end of the Sui dynasty, the political situations were in chaos because of the contention of the new throne. In the continuous wars, Li Shiming, uh, I, I I just love how they just skip through other records of Shaolin's history, but I guess they didn't want to make it too lengthy. Oh, better yet. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. Hold up. Um, damn, I just lost it. Oh, there we go. Li Shimin, um, the Taizu or Taizong Emperor of the Tang Dynasty, later got great favor from the 13 monks of Shaolin Temple. As he was on the throne, he awarded the monks in order to massively develop the temple. Since then, the temple had flourished well together with the martial arts, eventually becoming the leading kung fu school in the central plains of China. Oh yeah, I also have to mention this too. Shaolin is a part yeah, like back in those times there were actually 9 sects. Shaolin was also included in the nine, as well as Wudong and I think Ime too, as well as Mao Hua, Konglong, Kongtong, Kongtong sect, or the Qing Chen sect as well. You know, those were just one of the schools, just to mention. In case people were wondering, and had an inquired thought. But here we go. During the Song, Yun, and Ming dynasties, its further development in the Northern Song dynasty, 960 BC to 1127. Some kung fu masters gathered in the temple to compare notes, which boosts um, the diversity of the boxing skills. In the end of the dynasty, the monks there actively took part in the patriotic wars to resist the Jin army, better known as the Yun, who were, nomads of the north. Like uh, Kublai Khan, Kublai Khan, Genghis Khan, and all of them. You know what I mean? Uh, the temple had a close relationship with the imperial court. The Shizu emperor of the Yun dynasty appointed the abbot to direct all the temples around Mao Songshan. Oh yeah, I also forgot. There's also the Northern Sword sect, which is I don't know if it's true or not. If they were around during Shaolin during those times. But yeah, yeah. No, the Northern Sword sect was also yeah, yeah. We'll go back to that. If I actually do find some documentation of the Northern Sword sect, but I highly doubt it. It's just fiction, you know. Yeah, yeah. No. Bodhidharma was only because I actually heard this from an actual monk, Master Shi Dijian said that Damo didn't teach the monks martial arts. It was through later on within a new dynasty, I believe Abbot Fuju invited different masters and traded notes, and started making started teaching the young monks as well as the senior monks, um, martial arts and how to defend themselves. You know what? Degenerate? That's a good question. I probably have to look that up on who actually created the 18 Lohan boxing for sure. Um oh yeah, and of course, Tai Zu too. No, no, yeah. It's like I gotta do some more research, about Bodhidharma on what he did. But this is funny that they don't really mention this, but Bodhidharma wasn't the first person to actually travel the Shaolin Temple. The first Indian monk that traveled the Shaolin Temple was Saint Bato, who was also an Indian monk that traveled from India to China by foot too. So that's another fun fact to keep in mind, y'all. That definitely a fun fact to keep in mind, because I know people get it misconstrued that Damo was the first Indian monk to set foot in Shaolin Temple. He was actually the second Indian monk that um pilgrimage to North Shaolin. It, so just a just a disclaimer, and a little fun fact about that. So let's get into let's continue on reading, shall we? Cause I gotta make sure I'm reading the chat, make sure I answer everybody's questions and shit. Where was I? Oh no, this ain't it. Hold up. Where are you? Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh wait. God damn it. All right, where was I? Uh Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. All right. In the modern times, Shaolin Kung Fu has become more and more popular, especially such skills such as Shaolin boxing in the Central Plain, Southern boxing, also known as Nanchuan, in southern eastern China, Northern leg, better known as Bei Toi or Bak Tam, you know. So just a little fun, fun fact. Um, Northern leg, in Mandarin, as you heard it before, Beitoi. Cantonese, Bak, I think Bak Toi as well. But y'all get what I'm going with this. Um, and as for Southern boxing, Nantren or Nam Nam Kun, around Beijing, and the Wing Chun boxing. Mind you, Wing Chun boxing is also a Hakka art. Uh, it does have some Shaolin roots, due to Abbess Wu Mei, until her disciple, Yim Wing Chun, who is also a student of Abbess Wu Mei, better in Cantonese, Ning Mui, who was actually who not only practiced that style, but also was a master of dragon shaped boxing. But we'll get to that, get to northern and southern arts in the next stream. whenever I have some free time. Let me see. Boxing styles and weapon skills. According to the historic records, Shaolin Kung Fu includes 708 series of skills and tricks, 500, 552 boxing styles and weapon skills, as well as 72 stunts. All right, so here's a fun fact. Of course, there was a lot of raids in well, I don't even know because they're not even sure if North Shaolin actually got burned down. Like what the kung fu movies like display and shit. Uh you know, but uh but it does but I will say I think one temple got burned down. I'm not too sure, but I gotta actually also do some research on that too. So, anywho's, the existing 200 series are over 100 boxing skills. Now, mind you, there were a lot of skills in Shaolin until most of most of its art got lost, and then it became the 72 arts of Shaolin. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I will definitely give that a look on my spare time. All right, let's see, where were we at? Okay, skill weapons, over 80 weapon skills, several pair of exercise series. The basic skills are daily practices or routine procedures for Shaolin disciples, mainly including tumbling, jumping, rolling, and others. Major boxing styles are the Arat boxing, better known as Lohan Chuan, um, small Hunga, small Hong Quen, or Shao Hong Chun, and Dao Hong Chun. Let's see, Old Hong Quen, Shaolin's Five Fists, better known as the Five Animals, or the Ancestors Fists. Disclaimer: Five Ancestors Fists are not really talking about. It's not really the art of the five elders. So let's get that clear. Get that clear when we talk about the five fists. The five fists pretty much are the dragon, or usually snake, crane, tiger, panther, and dragon. Depending on which school, on which animal they practice first to their disciples when they start. But yeah, all right, where was I? Okay, Shaolin's Five Fists, Interlink Boxing, Internal Strength Boxing, Neigong Boxing, better known as Ro. Oh no, never mind. That's not Roquan. I take that back. I'm sorry. Plum Blossom Boxing, Drunken Boxing, Soft Boxing, and others like Roquan. Now, fun fact: uh, Tai Chi can definitely, um, Tai Chi definitely traces its roots in Shaolin Temple as well. They had another art that is quite similar to Tai Chi is Roquan, or the 13 Lohan soft style and all, right? So, like I said, going back to Shaolin represents external kung fu, but also has a bit of internal martial arts as well. So, let me see. With a 3,000-year history, Hongqian is the most popular in Guangdong province. Yeah, but North Shaolin also have the five animal styles too. Now it's quite different from the southern version of the five animals. But there's actually two versions of the five animals, which is the northern version and southern version of five animals fist. Of course, then after you, depending on the school, but yeah, they probably do practice this as well because that's also important. The five animals, five elements, you know, the five animals, five elements style in Hungar. That's also is practice. Or could we or let me see. Hungar's 10 fists, which is the elements of earth, wood, fire, and metal. And then of course, the usual suspects of the five animals. Usually I believe they're usually once you've mastered the five animals, I think you go into the five elements fist, and then I'm not too sure if Hungar actually does um 10 animal styles. Actually, no, they do. They do. They do. I'm actually bugging. I'm actually bugging. They actually do have the 10 styles, um the 10 fist styles of Hungar too. So that's also important. That is also very important indeed to take account. But yeah, Hong Kong is most popular in Guangdong, but it also has its roots due to the founder of Hong's Fist, Hong Siquan, who was a student, who was a who was actually who was actually a historical person that also studied in the Shaolin Temple, I believe. I don't know if it was South or North Shaolin that he learned his kung fu, but either way, it has to be North, maybe South, depends. But let's see. It is abundant in hand skills, limited in step movements, and powerful in skills, etc. The foundational skills lies in fist, palm, claw, grapple, finger, and elbow. The drunken fist style was developed for the movies. It is so named because when performing, the person staggers along like being drunk. Animal imitation boxing refers to the skills imitating the movements of various animals. It aims to intimidate animals' appearance and spirit, in which manner the players not only improve their capabilities of thinking, but also promote their flexibility. Please let me know whether it makes sense now. Monkey boxing mainly reflects the participant's flexibility and lightness, just like the monkey. Instrument the influential staff skills includes the evil subduing skills, evil suppressing staff, uh, small yaksha staff, big yaksha staff, and others. And of course, I could also name a few other pole pole skills in Shaolin. You have the Yin Hand pole skills. You have the I believe the crazy devil staff, and the the Chi Mei staff, and monkey staff and drunken staff and all. So additionally, there are other skills such as sword style, saber styles, finger style, and others. Finger style I could go into depth. Like I'm sure y'all remember the monks demonstrating the two finger Zen style, Zen technique, Zen finger technique, or the one finger Zen skill as well, by like either piercing through glass, or doing handstand push-ups on two of your fingers or one. But that skill takes amount of concentration and a lot of skill, as well as patience. All right, so spear is regarded as the king of the ancient weapons. Yes, yes, that well, they're absolutely right on the money on that. That the spear is the king of long weapons. And I believe, it depends, because usually they'll say the straight sword is the king of weapons, or the Dao or Do saber as the king of weapons, depending on yeah, depending on which lineage. But they all follow the same principle. They all follow the same basic rules of you know the 18 weapons. The long weapons, short weapons, etc., etc. Hey, what's going on, Dre? What's going on? Well, uh, Hakfu Quinn in Hungar. Yes, it is a paired style in Hungar. It is a paired style. Um, yeah, definitely a paired style. But I want to say it was basically called Tiger and Crane. I mean, it was a maneuver. What the hell? Uh, all right, so yeah, but yeah, but see, yeah, let me just also go into depth, degenerate. After Hong Si Quan, you know, I forgot who passed down his knowledge, and actually modified Hungar. I think his son Human Ting. And then after that, I forgot who else. Who else? Because I'm sure, of course, the Wong family, the Wong family, Wong Keng Ying and his son Wong Fei Hong, and I believe, yeah, I gotta look up the lineages and the past predecessors of Hungar. So please remind me, degenerate, tomorrow, you know, before we get into the villain shit tomorrow and all. But yeah. I think that's enough for the reading. But y'all feel free to read it on your spare time. And I definitely do recommend, do a little research, do a little research on your own spare time. So, just put that in there. Yeah. But, this is oh, can't believe it's already an hour and 5 minutes already. Shit. But, I hope you enjoyed this little martial arts stream. Definitely would love going definitely would love to go into depth in the martial arts. Uh but as of now, like my time is a little bit limited because like man, I got so much man, I gotta call back my manager because I totally forgot that I was supposed to have a little chat with him, on moving forward on things, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy that little history lesson. I'll definitely definitely do a part two of you know of both internal and external martial arts, and also go into depth northern and southern styles of Chinese martial arts as well. But I appreciate everybody rocking with me. Uh, I hope everybody's enjoying their afternoon or evening. I'm sure it's supposed to be snowing in a bit. If it gets bad out for tomorrow, man, I'm definitely calling out. Fuck that shit. Ain't nobody trying to get me sick. you know. But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure. All hail Gray Skull in the Palace of Petty. But yeah, man, I definitely will holler at y'all off air. Once I have a little powwow with my manager and shit. So yeah, man, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Definitely catch you on the flip side. And yes, let me just a reminder. Now I did scheduled tomorrow afternoon stream at 4:40, but if I do get home before 4:40 and shit, I probably might just start the stream like right away once I get myself a little bit situated, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, y'all have a good night. And villains, I will be talking to y'all shortly after my conversation with my manager Lee. So yeah, man, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.